Garlic's supposed to be one of the easiest things to grow in your garden. They say you just throw a couple of cloves in and forget about it for months. But that hasn't really ever been the case for me. While I have successfully grown garlic, I've never had the haul that I want. See, garlic needs to be exposed to cold temperatures in order to form bulbs. That process is known as vernalization. Now, if you live somewhere with extremely cold winters, then you don't have to worry about this. But if you live down here in the South, Zone 9, where you have mild winters, sometimes your garlic doesn't get all of the cold temperature that it needs in order to form bulbs. Now, you can recreate this process by storing garlic in the fridge for a minimum of 30 days. So that's exactly what I did. And today is the day that we're gonna plant the garlic. Now, I'm not at 100%, so I have two of my youngest helpers out here making sure that I plant this properly. Now, garlic grows best in full sun, so make sure wherever you plant it, it gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight. But that doesn't mean that you can't grow garlic in a shaded area. Just know that you will end up with smaller bulbs. Now, garlic is most often planted in the fall, around September to November, about 6 to 8 weeks before your first fall frost date. But that doesn't mean that's the only time that you can plant garlic. What I'm doing here, or if you live in a mild climate, you can plant garlic as late as February or March, but you won't end up with large bulbs unless you do this. Store your garlic in the fridge at least a month before planting it in your garden bed. So before you plant garlic into your garlic bed, you want to make sure that you amend the soil with fertilizer. I don't use too much fertilizer, so I'm amending the soil with compost. Then you want to select the largest, healthiest cloves that are free from disease. If you notice any that are rotting, that are soft to the touch, don't bother wasting your time planting those. Break apart the cloves from the bulbs. Make sure to keep the paper husk on each individual clove. And then we're just planting the cloves about 4 to 8 inches apart and 2 inches deep. Remember, plant them in the upright position with the wider root side facing down and the pointed end facing up. You can plant garlic in rows extremely close to each other, around 6 to 12 inches apart. Now, garlic does not like competition from grass, so that's why I'm removing all of these weeds from my side bed. If you're wondering which companion plants work well with garlic, here's a brief list: potatoes, tomatoes, carrots, roses, spinach, strawberries, beets, eggplant, cabbage, peppers, nasturtium, broccoli, kale, lettuce, cabbages, all of the herbs. As you can see, the list is pretty extensive, and I didn't even name all of the companion plants for garlic. What I'm really trying to tell you is there aren't very many things that you can't plant with garlic. But my favorite place to plant garlic is around my fruit trees or any fruiting bushes that I have. So right here, I'm adding garlic to my blackberry patch. When you plant your garlic by fruit trees, it is said to help ward off fungal diseases from attacking your fruit trees. Now, I normally plant garlic all around my peach trees, my plum trees, but not this year. This year, I'm keeping all the garlic up here with the potatoes and the blackberries. Anyway, there's no reason why you shouldn't be growing garlic in your garden. It doesn't matter whether you're planting it in raised beds, in-ground beds, or containers. Garlic is too simple to not grow yourself. Once you grow it, you'll realize that there's no reason why you shouldn't grow it every single year. Also, it's one of those crops that you can eat fresh, or you can store it in your house or in the kitchen. Plus, you can even dehydrate it, grind it up, and turn it into garlic powder, or mix it with salt and make your own garlic salt. And I guarantee you it'll taste better than anything that you buy from the store in one of those little plastic bottles. If you don't believe me, just try it. Grow your own garlic this year. Why? Because you have no reason not to. Plus, it's gardening, man. Let's just grow everything that we possibly can. You know me, I'm all about it. Plant plants. That's what I like to say now. And I didn't bother keeping count, but I'm pretty sure I easily planted over 100 cloves of garlic in my garden. Now just think about that. 100 garlic bulbs that you grow all on your own. What's better than that?
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, do it. I'm not putting it. Hey. Walk. Yeah.